The bad news is if you need a job, there are no jobs. The worst news is if you have a job, there's no new money coming to you in the way of raises. Companies are planning to keep pay raises pretty low in their budgets for 2026, roughly where they were for 2025. Projected average increase of about 3.4% according to the conference board that mirrors what many employers are actually delivering for this year here. So raises aren't growing faster. The answer or the question is why, and the answers are many economic factors, including uncertainty in the economy, the fear of recession, rising costs, or doing business or supply chain issues, tariffs. Inflation has eaten into what those raises would actually buy you, so even with a 3.5–4% pay raise, real income might not actually be much better than inflation. Companies are also more cautious and focusing on only critical roles, high skill positions, or where there's a strong need to retain or attract talent. So putting money into people who are just sort of in the middle of the wayside isn't going to happen. Lots of broader across the board raises are basically being scaled back because of this. Now, flat or modestly increasing pay budgets actually translate to employees in less critical roles with fewer specialized skills getting smaller raises. We've said that part already, but fewer big merit increases is what's going to happen. That's what you're really looking for, a big raise because you did something large. Fewer promotions will happen. External market adjustments will have to agree and mess around with this one. And more compensation dollars will go into incentive pay and bonuses and benefits as opposed to straight up into wages, cash on top of things. For workers, this may mean that even though pay is rising slightly, their buying power may not improve very much, may even decline. If inflation is going to remain high, that's what you're afraid of. For the employers, holding raises steady helps manage their costs, especially with uncertainty around interest rates and macroeconomic growth and labor market tightness and tariffs. But the risk is if the markets feel underrewarded, turnover could actually pop up and morale problems will grow fairly intensely, even though the first part of the bad news is there's no actual jobs to go to. But if they were to come up, people would go to them. Inflation trends are what really kind of circling around to make sure these things are working for you, or in raise cases, not working for you. If inflation comes down significantly, even modest raises can actually feel more valuable. If not, people may push for more raises because they need more money. And local markets are basically signaling what is needed. Demand for certain skills are spiking. You see that in AI and healthcare and also specialized tech. And these roles may actually buck the flat trend and get more people into these places with more money, mostly in incentives, but maybe some raises to keep people in key roles. And company hiring and strategy for spending is definitely something that's in flux right now. Upskilling and automation and shifting where payroll dollars go to is what they're doing to right size their budgets, as they also right size their actual people working in the buildings. Employees can expect to not get much of a raise, and employees can expect not to get much raise. Employers will have to manage their budgets more to keep things going because of what we're dealing with right now. Workers will have to deal with real income after inflation and understand that it may not be very much real income after inflation. It's what it is. Your thoughts on the pay raise non-gap, because nobody's getting a raise, and of course, the fact there's no jobs to go to just in case to shift on to either push your employer to pay you more or just to go to progress. Let me know what you think.